Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And we're over here at Justin's house and we're getting ready to do a little Daytona prep
assembly.
So I don't know if we mentioned it. I know I did say it in the last video, but we're getting ready for Daytona. We're heading down there and we got Jetty and Austin meeting us, and
they're flying in, yeah.
And you get to be the tow truck driver, the truck hauler, yeah. So he's gonna haul all the bikes down there, and what we gotta do is we gotta get Jetty's Dyna ready. You already got his bagger ready.
The bagger, I have like a couple little bitty things, like a bolt and stuff like that to do. It's basically done. The trailer has a lot to do, like fenders, stickers, pulled off. I have to get tags for it. There's a lot to do.
Oh man. We haven't even showed him the new trailer yet.
It's not nothing fancy right now.
Well, it's a little bigger. It's got extra axle, so it's
Everybody made fun of my last trailer.
It was a small trailer. It was a small trailer.
It was all I could afford.
Hey. This time you can haul more junk to Robert though.
Facts.
Justin's gonna be messing with that later this week, but like I said, we need to get this Dyna together. We're gonna go over kind of some things that Justin had to do to it, get this bike ready for Jetty down there to ride around, and we'll also throughout this video we'll kind of tell you some of the places that it will be, some of the things that we're gonna do, and I got to I'm gonna stop off at my dad's house and maybe I'll get him on the camera. I got to work on his bikes and I'll be a day behind them. Justin will drop me off in Georgia on Friday, and then I'll just be a day behind him. But either way, let's get to working on this thing and kind of show you what we got going on.
All right, so on the Dyna with this FXR P or T fairing, the brackets here with these drop trees, I think this is a Big Bear setup, if I'm not mistaken, but it was hitting the bracket. So the turn radius was nothing. So all I did is just relieve it so the bracket could clear a little bit more. And then I was gonna put it together, but I stripped everything and had it recoded just to refreshen it all up. So I did the trees, risers, gauge pod, fender mounts, all that is fresh, hard, black anodized. So hopefully when we go, I kind of half-ass tested it. It seemed to be a lot better. I am concerned though, once we get everything stacked back up, the levers to the windshield. And you know, if it gets really, really close, I can add some spacers to the stops at the bottom. We'll see. We'll cross that when we get there.
So yeah, we're gonna get these parts on, so we're gonna set the camera up. We'll get this stuff on the bike. We need to get this thing ready. We'll go into the garage because you actually did a few things to your bike since the last time we saw it.
My bike, Jetty's, both the Jetty's bikes, and then trailer still got a lot to do there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of work to do. Plus my truck got broken in St. Louis, so I had to deal with all that this week. So yeah, and I still have a couple pieces on my truck to fix before I go. It's not necessary, but you know, I'm OCD.
Yeah, bougie.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the camera set up and let's get this thing working on.
Look at that.
Yeah, that looks gnarly.
I'm actually curious real quick.
This is why the bike can't wheelie.
It does just fucking just burn out.
Man,
That's heavy.
5 pounds. Over 5 pounds.
That's a hefty boy.
What do you think that block was before it got cut down though?
Probably 10, 12 pounds.
There it goes.
I'll grab that ratchet.
So this one's a little different. Justin was saying it actually bolts in from the bottom, and so you don't actually see the stem nut or anything at the top end, which is kind of cool, but it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, the stem threads to the top tree.
I want to hold the top tree so I don't
And then
smack it against anything.
just get it snug, and then we'll set it.
Some movement in there to get the legs in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird because, I mean, luckily there's a set screw in here, but I'd be afraid that this thing come out. You know, you see those videos where guys are wheeling and the front end just like washes out.
And you got to be careful too, because the set screw, there's threads, there's gap in the threads, and the set screw goes in the gap. So if it's not set right, it messes up the threads, which I had that issue and I had to redo it.
Looks good though. Coating on and everything looks real clean now. Was this high enough for the front end to slide in before, or?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I lowered it.
Right here's where the mark's at, where it was at.
Okay, we got bolt.
Trying to set this back in where it was at previously. I don't think he had the same professional, like the suspension professionally tuned or anything, did he?
Well, that's what Big Bear does, I believe.
Sets it up for you?
Sets it up.
Okay.
I think that's part of the perk of the cost.
Kind of tell you like where the height and everything should be. And so we're just going to set it all back up exactly the way it was. So what Justin's doing right now, he's also putting the bottom screws in and not really worrying about the top, because we still got to bring the lower tree in as we set the fallout or whatever they call it. Once the fallout is set, then he can tighten down the top part of the clamp. Otherwise, if you tighten them both up, you're not going to be able to actually move the front end at all or tighten it. This is the right way?
Yep.
I got a spacer over on my side. Come through. Come down. Come down. Rotate the wheel. Alright. Then I just need the nut for the side. It's always the best part about a inverted front end is trying to get factory fenders to work on them.
That's the hardest part.
It seems like that's like the #1 thing people come to you for all the time. Fender adapters for a such and such front end, or
And even the like sport bike stuff, like the tabs, they'll be like a half hole off, like just a little bit of difference.
yeah.
I jumped the gun and put the calipers on first.
Retro. Oh, calipers going first.
Yeah. Pulled that way.
The wheel did.
Maybe just the brakes.
I got mine lined up.
I think the brakes got pushed.
Yeah, I had to kind of feather the pad out a little bit. All right, we get a socket for that. All right, front wheels on, front fenders on, obviously the forks on. Like I said, now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and set the fallout so we can actually tighten up the lower. Technically, you'd be tightening up the top clamp, but tightening the lower clamp into the top
Yes.
clamp. Both these washers were on there.
Yeah.
All right.
You got the.
I got the strut thing right here.
Hold on. There you go. Go and pull out.
Got it?
Yep.
Just too far.
You can just,
Man, that straight pipe out there sounds good.
I live on the freeway.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, no shit. Last night, the shooting, they were shooting right here at this gas station. And then I guess they got into it here, started shooting at each other, and then shooting, going, like, as they're going down the road, they're like shooting at them. Like, do.
Was there any injuries? Who knows?
No. I even tried to look it up this morning. They're like, yeah.
They're just ignoring it. Yeah, every day, Little Rock life. So we got the risers and bars on. What Justin's doing right now is he's actually installing a little bracket that he taps in. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. If it focuses, everything's kind of black and dark and whatever. But this is where the gauge actually mounts to. And I showed it in the video where I put the gauge relocation kit on Sierra's bike.
Yep.
But
gauges, power vision mounts, pretty much everything I'll mount off this. And even if you want that and you have square risers, I'm willing to, like, you send me your risers, I'll drill and tap them for these brackets and set it the way you want it. So it's an option.
yeah, so basically Justin started doing this with round risers. You made the little kits
Which I still have the clamp on, right?
Yeah, the little clamp on. And then when kind of square risers started getting more and more popular, he offers it for his kit. So if you were to buy a set of his risers and gauges, it would already come this set up. What's nice about it, this arm is adjustable. So where he's putting the screw in, you can actually move it, tilt it. It's not like Arlen Ness method risers are like locked in. And
yeah, there's no
adjustment, you know, but this is cool. And if the gauge is too tall and you want it shorter.
And please put the heads on the opposite side of the kickstand. So when it's on the kickstand, you see the heads of the bolts, not the butt of the bolts.
Yeah.
I'm big about that. And I see it backwards all the time.
Yeah, and do it the same on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what he's saying is a lot of guys will flip this around and they'll have the bolt coming in the other way. But
Or
then
like
on this one,
you know, it'd be like this instead of both heads going this way.
And when you do that, then this is tapped on this is tapped on this side. I don't know if it's zooming in, but this is tapped. So anyways, getting the gauge on there, pretty much wrapping this up. The only other thing we've still got left to do is we got to get the exhaust back on this bike, and then get it washed and detailed, which is, there's the detail guy. Front end's back on, wheels back on, fender, brakes, everything's good to go. We got full rotation. Oh, well, I won't play with it yet. We got full rotation. Like I said before, it was hidden. So Justin had to go in here, notch the bracket for this. I don't know if this thing is actually zooming in or whatever, but he had to notch the original top clamp to clear this bracket. Now Jetty should be safe.
We'll go with shorter arm. I like the gauge, like the rim sits in that radius.
Yeah, it looks real clean. The battery even charged on it?
I don't know.
Let's see. The fuel pump came on earlier when I kicked it. You're saying insert safety pin. Well, it looks good sitting here. Is that his key?
Yep. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Alright, Justin's just kind of putting the little set screw to hold the stem nut from the bottom. Pulled this one out right here and just kind of show you guys real quick. These are those new struts we talked about in the FXR Tour video, kind of the live that we did. But there they are installed on the bike. So if you guys don't remember, Justin had kind of like some grab handle, unique bars or struts on here with the lights still kind of the same way, but those definitely look really good and they go really well with the swing arm. So this is what we were talking about as far as the combination, the little cutaway and the window, cutaway window matches really well. So and for all you haters, the strut's finally forward now. What else you do? Oh yeah, got the pipe readjusted. So this pipe was actually designed for a bagger, so it kind of hung a little lower to go underneath the saddlebag. So you actually shipped it out to Jeremy and he kind of
hooked it up.
Yeah, he hooked it back up. It looks way, way better. So it's got a little bit more up kick to it and he tucked it into the bike a little bit closer. So looks good. Anything else new on it, or is it kind of pretty much the same from the last time?
Yeah, pretty much the same, just knick-knack shit. But yeah, bolts and little things as I see it.
Yep. The shocks look way better, moved up a little bit. Those struts do look really, really clean.
I did put preload in there. I almost can take, I think I could take my spacer out. It seems a little high to me.
I don't know, it looks good though. But you were having a problem because you got such a wide tire on there. That's,
yeah, well, I bottomed out. I had no preload in there. I was somewhere and I bottomed out and I did hit the fender.
And man, my favorite thing still, like I would have never really paid attention until you said it, but just how your swing arm does set that wheel further back. Like it just sits.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite good, yeah.
But it sits perfect in a fender.
Yeah.
Usually when you see the bikes sitting tall like that, they don't.
They have the buck tooth.
Yeah, they have an awkward look to them. But so these are the new struts that are available. If you guys are interested, they're on the website. That's them in polished. And I know we haven't shown this bike a lot, but here they are in black.
Just sitting there.
Man, they look good. I mean, even just like we were saying before, no one really takes the time to, and well, this camera's not going to show it. It's so dark in here right now. Well, you guys will see it later. Like the camera's not brightening up. There it goes, brighten up a little bit. Nope, still ain't. All right, anyways, just the cleanness with that rounding with the frame. But man, this thing is coming along. Look at it. Sheesh, look at them wheels. Sheesh, look at that motor.
I got a little bit done on it. We did the idle adjuster and choke from Todd Cycles. Pretty cool little pieces. The primary is all done, minus I'm missing a couple ARP bolts, which is weird. This primary is a lot fatter than M8's.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was weird. I never paid attention until you showed me that.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta do that. This one's not in a hurry. I keep putting dates on it. I'm not putting date on it. He's got his shit, so we're fine. We're good. Just fiddling.
Yep. Looks good though. Are you still gonna do the full bracketry?
Yes. Couple reasons this bracket won't work with my setup, but just it looks like crap with it under there. So I'm gonna clamp off the side and just go straight to the fairing. I mean, realistically, I could probably just cut this and then my piece just bolt to this, and then
And still have all the adjustability from
the adjustability, all the mount locations right, and just be easier. You know.
Yeah.
I might do that.
I mean, this part doesn't look horrible, but
No,
this, yeah,
and
that
where it comes down where normally you would hit where I've been on out of the way.
headlight mount.
Yeah, they're just crappy. So if I just chopped it.
All right, so I think we'll just end the video here. I'm gonna get back to my house. All I really gotta do on my bike is I need to polish up the tins. When I was in the Texas, I let my dog ride on the gas tank.
Really?
Yeah, scratched my tank up. I got a cool photo from it. I think someone took a picture of it, but anyways, we'll get back over here. We'll get the bikes loaded up. We'll be in Texas. We'll be in Daytona, the FXR luncheon, whatever they're calling it.
You'll be in Daytona Saturday.
I'll be in Saturday evening. You'll be in Friday evening.
Or
we're
Saturday morning. I don't know yet.
And then we're staying till when?
Wednesday.
We're leaving on Wednesday, coming home?
Yeah. I'm going to try to make it to that show, but we'll probably just wake up and go.
Yeah. It's 15 hours straight back.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely be there. He'll be there Saturday. I'll be there late Saturday evening.
We might be taking a detour on the way home.
Okay.
To drop these bikes off.
Oh, in Texas? Okay. That'll work. Jetty.
Then I don't have to store them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Clear up the garage a little bit. All right. We'll see you guys in Daytona. Y'all take care.
Later.
Peace.